It's actually not a song, it's the Quran. It's someone reciting the Quran. And that's why it's important to respect and understand all. But what I said to him is that maybe that's why I was feeling it, because it's words from God. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man, we're here, we're live, we're taking it in, and we respect all. I think it's important to keep echoing that message, is to respect all people's beliefs and respect all people's religions, because as I said, we are all one under God. We are all one under God. That's what I believe anyway, and I want you to respect my point of view as well.
Back in training, have a look there on screen. That is the footage right there. It shows Anthony Joshua hitting the pads. It shows him doing some exercises on the TRX straps. It shows him on a spin bike. And he has the caption stating mental strength therapy. Well, it certainly is that. God, I mean...
The heavyweight picture just shifted again as Anthony Joshua returns to camp after that terrifying car crash, focused and composed. He says listening to the Quran kept him calm and protected him. Now it is back to work, eyes locked on the next fight and redemption firmly in mind.
Exercise like that, or exercise of any kind, it's essential. But it is interesting that Joshua is now bloated, that he bloated to a Snapchat. I think someone in the Element group, Hatman's Element group, was sharing a screenshot of AJ reading the book, and I can't remember the actual caption of it, but it was AJ reading, obviously. And was it like, I can't remember the actual caption, but that paired with the footage of this. Now it has to be said, right? Although this footage was uploaded by AJ to his own Snapchat, and I do believe it is his Snapchat, because some of the things he posts, you can just, I don't to worry about, but you know what I mean? You can tell with some of them, like, that's AJ, that's from his phone. It's not like an Instagram where you don't know, or an X where you don't know. Is it him? Is it his PR team or something like that? No, his...
I genuinely think this is why Anthony Joshua has come back so quickly. This feels personal. It feels like he is fighting for something deeper than titles or numbers. In my view, he comes straight back to face Tyson Fury next, and if that fight happens, I believe he gives every penny to Lot's and Cena's families. That is the kind of man Anthony Joshua has shown himself to be. And think Anthony Joshua has handled this pain with strength and discipline. He has used it to refocus rather than unravel. That is the difference for me. Emotional pressure breaks some fighters, but it sharpens Anthony Joshua. Tyson Fury feeds off chaos, while Anthony Joshua channels emotion into preparation and purpose.
When you've got people around you and you're close to your people and you think a lot of them, it's going to have a big effect. So it's going to be an emotional wrecking ball ride for him for quite a while. It will be. It's the loss. The loss is, you can't put a word on it. It's that deep of a loss.
Johnny Nelson is talking about how quickly life can change and how boxing rivalries mean nothing when real tragedy hits. I take that and look at Anthony Joshua's return differently. He has come back calmer, wiser, and more grounded. That kind of awareness creates a dangerous fighter. Tyson Fury thrives on noise and mind games, but Anthony Joshua is moving with clarity and purpose.
I'm down in Nigeria. It's just sad. It just makes you realise how valuable life is and how things can change in a heartbeat. So when we talk about fights and we talk about beefs and these things are just nothing when it comes to real life and losing the life. So it was a sad thing to hear. Sad thing to see. God knows how it'll affect those that saw it mentally, emotionally. But you've got to think about these two men who were somebody's child, someone's brother, and that's what you've got to think about, those people that have lost their lives.
Carl Froch is pointing out that Fury avoiding Anthony Joshua would not shock some purists. I see it differently. Joshua has faced adversity, been knocked down, and still come back stronger every time. Fury relies on mind games, while Joshua builds skill and discipline quietly. Anthony Joshua is focused and mentally prepared, able to handle pressure that Fury can only talk about. That resilience gives Joshua a clear edge over Fury's theatrics and makes him the real threat in the ring.
If he fights Anthony Joshua, that will be the one that people want to see. That was probably still Phil Wembley, but as a boxing purist and as a lover of the sport, am I that bothered if Tyson Fury never steps in the ring with Anthony Joshua? I'll be honest, no. AJ's been flat.
Adam Smith notes that Anthony Joshua's career is far from over. I feel the same. Joshua is back in camp, focused on more than just titles or money. He has learned from past mistakes and used every challenge to improve. Fury may talk about legacy, but Joshua is quietly preparing to dominate. He combines experience, skill, and mental toughness in a way Fury cannot match. If the fight happens this year, Joshua is the true favorite because he has earned it in every sense.
It's been a phenomenal career. He's not just going to slip away into the sunset, I don't think. So I think if that fight, which I think is very much still there to be made this year, has got to be the favourite.
Johnny Nelson says Anthony Joshua is technically superior, and I fully agree. Fury has size and reach, but Joshua's fundamentals are flawless. His footwork, combinations, and distance control are better than Fury's unpredictable style. Fury can frustrate some fighters, but Anthony Joshua reads the fight and adapts instantly. His mental toughness and focus allow him to stay calm under pressure. Joshua combines skill and power in a way that Fury can never replicate. This is why Joshua would control the fight from start to finish.
To me, it's so close and it's so subjective. And that's what I said. I think in regards to saying, I'm technically better, I don't think Spencer men that type there, Anthony Joshua is technically a better boxer than Tyson Fury, because
Tyson Fury is admitting he wants the fight more for ego than strategy. He focuses on being seen and proving himself. Anthony Joshua, on the other hand, has returned with purpose and focus. He trains quietly and methodically, building every part of his game. Fury relies on hype, while Joshua relies on preparation and mental clarity. Joshua's calm mindset and experience make him far more dangerous in the ring. Fury may talk, but Joshua acts, and that is why he holds the real advantage.
Because I need that Joshua fight. We have been trying to make that fight for years, right?
Why do you need that fight?
Because it's the fight that people want to see. It's the fight that I want to see.
Tony Bellew is highlighting the tension between timing and opportunity. From what I see, Anthony Joshua is the type of fighter who does not rush for ego or hype. He chooses fights strategically and with purpose. Even after a challenging camp or fight, Joshua is back in training with focus and intensity. He is mentally preparing for whoever is next, and he understands the stakes of a Fury matchup. Unlike Tyson Fury, who talks endlessly about wanting fights, Joshua acts quietly and efficiently, making him the fighter with a clear advantage.
It's one that, right now, I mean, he's just coming off a hard camp, a hard fight, and does he need it right now, immediately, when Tyson Fury says so? Probably not, but can he afford to knock back the opportunity? Probably not as well, so it's tough, really. I'm not so sure it actually does happen, and I'm not so sure it's someone, once again, boy who cried wolf.
Spencer Brown is giving insight into the logistics behind the next big fight. What strikes me is that Anthony Joshua is positioned as the priority in these discussions, which is exactly where he deserves to be. Joshua's return is strategic, and his focus is entirely on being ready for the biggest possible challenge. Fury can talk about wanting fights, but Joshua's disciplined preparation ensures that when the fight happens, he will dominate. The fact that organizers see him as the essential opponent underscores his value and legitimacy in the heavyweight division.
4, 5, the championship rounds. 10, 11, 12. It was scrappy, it was messy, and it was just kind of like winning the argument. But when you watch it and score it, gloves are hitting you. It was just busy, wasn't it? It was busy. But did you feel it was slipping away from you at the end? Or did you feel you was doing enough?
No, I felt like I'd done it. I felt like I was up before the bell had gone. 30 seconds, I only needed 30 seconds rest. I was up off my stool.
Johnny Nelson points out that Anthony Joshua has already proven he can finish fights with precision and composure. This reminds us that Joshua has both power and tactical intelligence, not just raw strength. Fury's style depends on confusing opponents and relying on his size advantage, but Joshua studies and adapts. He understands how to exploit openings and does not make mistakes under pressure. Fans may overestimate Fury's ability to intimidate, but Joshua has repeatedly shown he can execute perfectly in high-stakes situations. His return is a statement of readiness and skill that Fury cannot match.
Why? Because Tyson Fury's a fighting man. So I know Dylan White is nightmare to everybody. You never know. Right now, people are thinking, yes, I know how to take that boy out. It's the same shot Anthony Joshua took him out with, and Pulev took him out, Povetkin took him out with. But I just think, fight-wise, I'd lean towards Anthony Joshua.
Johnny Nelson is talking about Fury's mental tactics, but I see them as ineffective against Anthony Joshua. Joshua has the calmness and focus to ignore all the mind games Fury throws at opponents. He has faced adversity in the ring and outside of it, including personal challenges and the pressure of being a world champion. Fury relies heavily on psychological intimidation, but Joshua's experience and mental strength make him immune. Joshua approaches fights with strategy and clarity, which makes him far more dangerous than a fighter who depends on tricks and theatrics to gain an edge.
Whatsoever. And you saw, and that is part of Tyson Fury's armory when he has a fight. He's got to be able to get into the head of an opponent. He'll either be your enemy or your foe.
Anthony Joshua is showing his confidence and authority. He is fully aware of his status and responsibilities as a champion. This mindset is why he is mentally stronger than Tyson Fury, who often relies on bluster and hype. Joshua approaches fights with discipline, preparation, and a strong sense of purpose. He is not intimidated by Fury's size or theatrics. Being grounded and focused allows Joshua to execute in the ring with precision and composure. His confidence is not arrogance, but the product of hard work, experience, and mental toughness that Fury cannot match.
Different for me than it is for any champion. He's a challenger, huh? Yeah, but he can't sell out. This is the first time he's headlining a show. I'm here, I'm the champion. I told you, I'm the landlord. I'm collecting rent.
Duke McKenzie is assessing power and readiness, but I see it differently. Anthony Joshua has faced setbacks, and he has rebuilt stronger every time. His power is immense, and his ability to adapt in the ring is often overlooked. Fury may be clever, but cleverness without discipline is nothing against a fighter like Joshua, who combines technique, strength, and mental focus. Even if Fury tries to nick an early moment, Joshua's patience and ring IQ allow him to control the pace and capitalize on openings. Mental resilience gives Joshua an edge that Fury cannot replicate. The history of Joshua overcoming adversity shows he peaks at the right moment, and Fury is more talk than consistent execution.
AJ's got a lot of power still. His punch resistance may be shot to pieces, but Fury's not too far behind him, I don't think. They're both ready to go. So it's a question of who lands first, and Fury's always been quite smart, quite clever in terms of his boxing sort of prowess and ability. So you would expect Fury to maybe nick it.
Tyson Fury is talking about destiny and legacy, but I see it as typical Fury bravado. He focuses on narrative instead of preparation. Anthony Joshua, on the other hand, prepares silently, with intensity, focus, and a plan for every situation. Fury talks about being the best and being chosen, but Joshua has proven he executes when it matters. Fury's size and talk cannot intimidate someone who has faced real adversity and rebuilt his career stronger than ever. Joshua's combination of mental toughness, skill, and purpose makes him far more dangerous. When the fight comes, Fury's destiny will be tested against Joshua's preparation and execution, and that is why Joshua is the true threat in the ring.
Defeated, he's a champion, I'm a champion, and it's going to be one of the fights for the ages. You know, someone told me the other day, it's been 24 years since we had a last undisputed world heavyweight champion. Now, we know that the both Klitschko's was champions for around about 10 years, so there's been another 14 years where other heavyweights couldn't do it. So we've been chosen, and I believe we're both destined to be here, to be in this big fight in Saudi Arabia, the Ring of Fire. And there's only one winner, and I'm destined to become the undisputed champion, and more than...
Tony Bellew is acknowledging Anthony Joshua's dominance, and I completely agree. Joshua's last performance shows how complete and composed he is as a fighter. He can break through pressure and impose his style on anyone in the heavyweight division. Fury relies on tricks, movement, and size to manipulate fights, but Joshua reads opponents, adapts instantly, and lands devastating power with precision. Fury has never faced a man with Joshua's combination of patience, skill, and brute force at the same time. Joshua's ability to dominate someone like Daniel Dubois proves he has the power, timing, and intelligence to stop Fury as well. His return shows he has learned from every fight and is now a truly dangerous, fully prepared fighter.
I've always thought Anthony Joshua would stop Tyson Fury, but I can't keep making that statement. I just think AJ's last performance, I still can't get my head around that Daniel Dubois beat him. Just walked right through him. And I just think if AJ would have met Daniel Dubois head on, he's better in every department.
Johnny Nelson is highlighting Fury's psychological tactics, but Anthony Joshua is impervious to them. Joshua has faced knockdowns, adversity, and pressure on the biggest stages and has come back stronger each time. Fury can try to manipulate opponents with mind games, but Joshua focuses on preparation and execution. His calmness under pressure and strategic intelligence makes him immune to Fury's usual tricks. Joshua does not need intimidation to win. He relies on skill, timing, and power. When the fight happens, it will be Joshua's discipline and ring intelligence that triumph over Fury's theatrics and talk, proving that mental strength beats psychological games.
Whatsoever. And you saw, and that is part of Tyson Fury's armory when he has a fight. He's got to be able to get into the head of an opponent. He'll either be your enemy or your foe.
Everything is on the line when Anthony Joshua steps back into the ring against Tyson Fury. If Fury wins, he claims the headlines and tries to cement a legacy built more on talk than consistent execution. But if Anthony Joshua shocks the world, it proves that preparation, mental strength, and disciplined skill beat theatrics every time. Joshua has shown time and again that he thrives under pressure, he learns from adversity, and he executes with surgical precision, while Fury relies on hype and intimidation. Mentally, Joshua is sharper, hungrier, and far more focused. The stakes are enormous, the world is watching, and this is more than a fight, it is a statement of dominance. Don't just watch it unfold, be part of the conversation. Comment below, share your predictions, and tell us who you think will rise as the true heavyweight king.